Did you ask Winter? I could hear you from upstairs. Turn it down. Again, you were right under me. What happens to see I'm not the only family member awake at almost 11 p.m. Like, I'm almost. It's like something just grabbed my leg. Again, I am clumsy, but I'm gonna fix this real quick. I'm gonna get back to homework. God, I can't get my words off between. Especially for us doing this, I was watching stuff, and as I was writing this in the back, I was watching my friend's video she just posted. Jada. She just posted a Watch Your Life music video. ABC. Okay. Tuesday. A B C D E F G A B C D E F G H. Can't believe I actually learned like the two folded ones. I'll see how I did that. A B C D. Yeah. Okay, then. Then. A B C D E F G. So inches of 3 inches. That's the cards first. Hard and then yeah, I don't know. We'll see what she has. I don't know. Oh my god. Let's just see. How about okay. I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me. Like I said, random whispers. Mom's asleep and Winter's supposed to be asleep, but she's not. I'll probably a bit louder. Just try not to be too loud. B C D E F G H I A B C J. Big little J. Gotta try it. A B C D E F G H I J K. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, N. Oh, really? With O, B, pearl. You know what I learned in school? That the P-E, how you spell that? I read it, I'm confused during class. She's like, P-E-N-E. That idiot know that. Got them mixed up, I guess. So weird. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S. Oh, okay, that's a lot of words. Okay, so there's scores. Score search. Spur. Spar. Spur, I think it is. Spur. Sir. I Dinosaur. E. C. P. I. L. H. Others. Sorry. Everybody knows. Oh, it would be search right. My stomach. Cool. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, F. The score them short. And then the score is short. We use H, I, J, K, L, Q, R, S, A, B, C, H, I. That's, to be honest, I thought it was smart first. A, B, C, D, E, wait, T, so T can go there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. One special. Okay, Then it would be warm. Tell me my eyes are messing up even though I just wrote this. This makes no sense. What is worn? What is it? You know what? I'm just gonna leave it because I know it's true and it's just weird. Because our words are really weird this week. Oh. I'm not creeped out right now because it's late at night. I mean, honest right there. I should really get some sleep after this. Okay. Now it's going to be war. Reward. Then war. And last but not least, yarn. Fuck, I don't think I could do poem. Oh no, it's not good. It's gonna wake. I'm gonna stay up. I need to know where it's. To be honest, I don't even know if I'm gonna work it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 27, right? Oh yeah, 27 with headings. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24. Sorry, it brought me out. 26. The account's wrong somewhere. Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna do the other two tomorrow when I have to do it. at that. It's still there. Why does it have to be still there? And all that stuff is very red. Oh god. I need to finish like this. Okay, time to study. Oh god. Work. Time to study. Okay, not that week. This is a wee thing in the morning. I'm not lying either. I'm the tallest girl in my class. I'm the third tallest person in my class, though. Ugh. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I don't even want, why do I have to care? Why can't I be learning about Maryland like the rest of my siblings? I have to learn about Virginia now. I can't learn about Maryland like the rest of my siblings, besides winter. Okay, when the settlers arrived in Virginia on April 26th, oh god, I'm not even sleepy anymore. 1607 is one date we always remember in class. We cannot forget that date. They began searching for the perfect place to build their settlement. Oh my god, I sound so sick. I think I'm actually getting sick. According to the characters, they were to go inland to find a settlement place to build a suitable place to build a settlement. After nearly 3 weeks of searching, they finally chose their location on May 14th, 2000. Ugh, this is what I need. I need sleep. Then I gotta study. Oh my god, I'd fail the test if we had it. I'd so fail our LR tests if we had them Friday. See, oh my god. Sorry. It's okay. Oh my god, I sound so sick. Why do I have to be getting sick? Going to my dad's in less than a week. I'm gonna be getting Ron and Natalie sick. My besties. We're all gonna meet up when I go down there. We're gonna get back together. I haven't seen either of them in a really long time. I'm Rosabelle on TikTok though, and we've been talking there. Okay, I need to get back to studying. Oh god! Ugh. I think the scratches are spreading through my body, the pain. It's lame going to it. Why do we have to leave again? The cat's gonna kill me. Like they say, cats are horrible creatures. They're terrifying. It's true. Okay, after nearly 3 weeks of searching, they found their location on May 14th. Why do I keep saying 2000? 1607. I swear I'd fail the test if we had it yesterday. They chose the site, well, I think it's because it's really late at night. It's past 11. Yeah, it's 11:19. Oh my god. They chose the site for these 3 important reasons. This location could be defended from attack by sea because it was on a peninsula. Nobody knew what a peninsula was. Our teacher like, does anybody know what a peninsula was? Kept calling on people. So it was 4-sided, surrounded by, not on 4 sides and everything. And she calls on me, and I'm just like a smart mouth. I'm like, a piece of land that is surrounded by water on 3 sides. I'm just like the smart mouth in the class. I'm the teacher's pet, the nerd. But again, I'm also okay, no, I'm not. I'm kind of a cool kid. I have like no friends. I count them as friends because they're sometimes friends to me. Again. Not all the time do I talk to them. I do kind of talk to Ellie and Evan a lot. To be honest, I should just be studying. Okay. It was on a because it was on a peninsula by the Spanish, as they'd been attacked by the Spanish. The water along the shore was deep enough to dock the ships Susan, Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery. The 3 ships. Thanks. Oh god. I like the day I drew that, I'm like, oh my god, it's terrible. And I'm like, oh my god, how did I draw that? For the water. They thought they had a good supply of fresh water. Turns out they were wrong. Yeah, they didn't have good water to drink. Eh. Oh, I can't reach it that well. Thanks. For nothing. Studying late at night. Or I'm being like partly sick while doing a live stream. Not the first YouTuber to ever do that. Brought me out. I hate when it does that. Okay. Interesting facts. Today, the Jamestown Fort is located on an island in the James River. It's not a peninsula. How could this happen? Yeah, they're kind of having a debate about that, though. Is it a peninsula or is it an island? Because they say it's an island because there's actually the river that goes across, so it is counted as an island. Okay, I was about to read that again. Nope. So everything worked out perfectly and everyone lived happily ever after? Not exactly. The first few years of the settlement turned out to be a disaster. Turn the page to find out why. Okay, I'll turn the stupid page. It's my notes. I've already written all of it. It's not like I'm learning it now. I'm not in class or anything. It's my notes, just be studying. Okay. The settlement and problems in Jamestown. The settlers in Jamestown were faced many hardships are difficult challenges that made it very hard for the settlers to survive. Causes. The site they chose was marshy and lacked safe drinking water. The settlers lacked survival skills, knowledge needed to take care of themselves in the wild, like hunting, farming, and fishing. I think I could survive in the wild. I wouldn't. I wouldn't survive. Oh god. Yeah, it might be better after I take that gun class so I could hunt better. I'd eat raw meat if I had to. But then I'd also have this, which my Girl Scout leader gave us. It is a whistle, if we ever got lost. Fire starter right here. And then it's also the compass that I would never use because I don't know how to use it. But yeah, so I'd probably have this on me if I ever went out in the wilderness. So I could have a fire starter. I could cook my meat. It'd be like in the game, and like I don't, where she had to kill, because the game I was playing was also a movie though. I watched the movie with my dad. We were the only ones that watched the whole thing. My sister went to go to the bedroom to watch her videos on the TV because she didn't want to watch it. It was too scary for her. But yeah, and she had to kill the deer, but she didn't want to. I didn't want to. And she had to stab it with the arrow to get the meat so she could eat. Okay, the settlers arrived during the worst drought in 800 years. This greatly reduced the amount of food for everyone in Virginia. Effect of all that was causes. Many of the settlers died of disease and starvation. So how did Jamestown still become the first permanent English settlement? Here's what changed at Jamestown. Important facts that changed Jamestown. Ships arrived in Jamestown in January 1608, a year later. bringing more settlers and supplies. Unfortunately, how many of the supplies was destroyed in a fire a month later. Captain John Smith became the president of Jamestown. This is John Smith talking, Captain John Smith. When I became the leader of Jamestown, I made 3 major changes that saved the settlement. And we're going to find out those changes in this page. Captain John Smith's changes. Speak like my teacher. She makes she's just like a teenager talking. Sometimes it's just really funny to us. You're a pretty funny teacher. John Smith starts a forced work program. You don't work, you don't eat. Basically like today. You gotta work to get the money to eat. John Smith starts a trading relationship with the Powhatan that allows the settlers to get food and keep from starving. So yeah, we already learned about like the Eastern Woodland Indians, Virginia's Eastern Woodland Indians, and everything about that already before we. And Powhatan is a group of Indians. Can't speak, but yeah, they what they say happened was they broke out and spread it out into different groups in the Powhatan. John Smith made farming the most important priority. They learned how with help from the Powhatan. So that was 3 changes. Over the next few years after the... She's still watching videos downstairs. I went down there. I went to my mom's room because my sister was there. She was on my mom's phone watching her videos. She's still on it. I can hear her down there. Again, me talking. With my light on, my studying, doing a live stream and everything, and how loud I try to talk. Yeah, I think I'm keeping her up again because I write about them, kind of. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this. Over the next few years, after the founding of Jamestown, other English settlements would spread along the James River. Jamestown proved to be an unhealthy place to live. The other colonists could now settle in other areas of Virginia. The Virginia colony would continue to grow. Captain John Smith saved Jamestown in the early years. Did he stay in Jamestown as their leader? John Smith left Jamestown to go back to England. He was lucky he left when he did. Let's see why. The starving time. The winter of 1609 through 1610 was known as the starving time. The settlers ran out of food and the friendship with the Powhatan had fallen apart. They were trapped inside fort all winter without food. More than 80% of the settlers died of starvation or disease. Captain John Smith was injured in a gunpowder incident. Several wounds. I thought it just brought me up for a second. I guess here. Go back. Wounds on his leg. He boarded a ship, returned to England to get medical attention in September 1609. He made a full recovery but never returned to Virginia. How close was he to the starving time? Here's more to the story. There's back, I think. No. Okay, that's it. Yay. Let's see if I can get it right. Yeah. Now I just gotta put everything away. Oh, God. So I'll probably go to TikTok or something. should really get something to drink. Maybe that real quick. Then I'll use the bathroom and come back up here, and I'll go back on Gotchers and do the little series I do for myself. I find it entertaining, something to do when I'm bored. Excuse me. It's a fun fact that I do when I'm not posting. Oh yeah, I want to put those in the pocket. So I have this for tomorrow. I'm creeped out. If anybody else gets creeped out as me, usually just at night I get really creeped out. It's really weird. Anything like that happens to me. Oh. That was my sister. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay. God, I'm creeped. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, bye.